Hello YouTube, this is Motorcycle21 and I just decided to do like a computer build show thing and yeah, basically that's what I'm doing. So this is like a $400 system. It's a AMD A10 580K CPU which goes into this. It's $130, but it has a graphics card built into it, so you don't need to buy a graphics card, which is nice. It's 3.8 gigahertz and 4.2 quad core. So yeah, AMD APU. That's the graphics it uses. So, and then to put that in, it's MSI uh, for the CPU. And I got this because it has the I'm showing you guys this because it has USB 3, which is nice. Lots of that, and it's got HDMI just in case you guys want to use HDMI. And it can take faster RAM, and that's the RAM that you guys are gonna get. And then next is the G-Scale Sniper. This is 8 gigs. If you want to, you can upgrade it more, but just keep in mind this is a 2 slot. So this takes up both those slots. Maximum it can hold to is 16 gigs, but this is a cheap build, so it's not supposed to be super good, but it's a very good gaming computer, and all-around computer. But G-Scale Sniper Series, 8 gigabytes, 2133 megahertz. So it's like really fast. You want fast RAM for your A10 because it uses system memory, and the faster the RAM, the faster your computer will run. Pretty much with anything, the faster the RAM is, the faster your computer will run. But it's more important for an APU like this A10. Next is the case. This is an NZX ATX. It's a nice case. It's not the best. I mean, it's cheap, $40, so that's why. I mean, you can find a cheaper one, but they're not as good. Like, you want a good one, and this is a pretty good one for its price. So, and it's big. It's a mid tower. So if this will load. It's only got one fan, but the good thing about this is the cable routing options goes through the back. It's another reason why I wanted this. The next thing is a Corsair 430 watt. So it's not a super good how can I say, PSU, which is power supply, by the way. Power supply unit. But it's $45, so that's good. It's 80 plus bronze, and it's just a good it's just a good power supply for the money. And you don't really need much for power because you don't need a graphics card and stuff. It's not needed, really. Lastly is the Seagate Barracuda 500 gig. I mean, you don't really need more than 500 gigs, but I mean, you can get a terabyte hard drive. It's a lot more though, so take off $20 for the 500. So you can even get a 4 terabyte, but that's a how should I say, a 590 RPM, and the rest are 720. So the 4 terabyte isn't as good. So, but it's 4 terabytes. When are you ever going to use 4 terabytes? So that does it all for this gaming computer. So the A10 APU, MSI FM2A75 MAE35, and G-Scale Sniper 8 gigs, 2133 megahertz, and it's fast. It's just fast. That is really, really fast memory. That's gaming memory right there. Uh, NZX, it's just case. Next computer though that I have that I'm going to show you guys has a nicer case. Just power supply, Corsair 430, and a Seagate Barracuda 500. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys see these extra tabs, yes, this is the next computer. So, I got some changes to do to it though, or I'll say. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll actually probably have this next computer into the recording. Actually, I will. Alright, so this is the next computer. This draws a line right here. Oh, this draws a line right here. Alright, so next computer. First off, we're going to start with the CPU. CPU is a Phenom 2955 Black Edition. It's really cheap. It's cheaper than the A10. It's quad core also, but this thing you can overclock the snot out of. I mean, seriously, you can get this thing up to like 5 gigahertz. I wouldn't do that though, unless you got like a super cooler. But you can overclock the snot out of this thing. And it's just a really good processor. $88. And that's actually cheaper because it used to be $98, so $10 cheaper. And I forgot to tell you this. For this computer, for the cheap one, it is $394 about. So this is $88. It's real nice. So Black Edition means it's unlocked, so you can do whatever you want pretty much to this CPU. Next is a HISS 785 graphics card. Right now it's out of stock at Newegg, but it might be in stock at MSI or Amazon. But if this is not good enough for you, you can always get like a 7870, which I'll show you now. Nope, that's 60, 70. So it's good. I'd get the HISS because the HISS is cheapest. This is 7870. I think this is the cheaper HISS. No. This 7870. This is a fast, but it's almost I'd say about $50 more. So it's not quite as good, or it's better, but $50 more. I mean, if you want to spend the extra money, you can. And it's in stock, so if like you want to buy it like right now, you can get it. This next, now the case for this is a NZX Source 220 CA. I don't know. I like this case. It looks cool. I mean, it doesn't look too different, but from the other case. But the same cable routing options will load. But this looks a bit cooler if you ask me, and it has 2 fans. 2. So there's just the one. I'm pretty sure you can put a fan in the front too. Right here. It's got a lot of hard drive bays and stuff, so you can put a lot of SSDs. Because SSDs don't hold that much, so you can put like SSDs if you want. But I like this case. This is probably my favorite case that I've found for that much money, so I didn't do that. So for the motherboard, doing an ASRock 960 GM. It's just a cheap motherboard that is actually good. This has got it's just really cheap, and it can support high-speed memory. So it's got a LAN stuff. It's got that, and it's got DVI ports. I think you might be able to put like, it might have like graphics built into it. Not completely sure, but it can support up to 1866, which is not as good as the other motherboard, but the other motherboard was about $5 more, so that's why it could support more. This can also support up to 16 gigs, so it's a pretty nice. It's a nice thing, and it's cheap. It's the reason. AM3 socket. 4-pin. I would rather an 8-pin, but CPU connector, by the way, but they're both 12 volts, so I don't know. I don't really know the difference, but yeah. This we'll get a Rosereal Hive series, 650 watt, so and 80 plus bronze. Get this for your CPU, because like I said, you can overclock the snot out of this. So if you overclock, that means you're gonna need a lot more power. So you get this, and if you get like a mega graphics card, like a 7950 for this, which kind of be dumb. It's kind of that graphics card would be kind of too good for this, but yeah. So now we're going to the RAM. This is G.Skill Ripjaws X Series, 8 gigs. It's a one stick, and it's 1866 megahertz. So not as fast, but it's a one stick, and it's a bit cheaper, the RAM, but it's not quite as fast. So, and next is a Seagate Barracuda, 1 terabyte this time. It's gonna be a 1 terabyte instead of a 500. We're gonna go for a 1 terabyte. And yeah, so hold on, I gotta figure out the price for this thing. Alright, so it turns out that this is just a little bit more expensive, about 160 bucks more, but it's a good bit better. It's 564 with this graphics card, the 7850, but with, hold on, I'll do this on camera. So this, we should just minus 165, 65, so 390 plus 70, and find it. Now this is a little bit more expensive, like these are, but I'm pretty sure they're cooler graphics cards. Like they don't get as hot, and I think you can overclock it more, but I'm not completely sure. So 230 plus 230, so it's 629 if you get the 7870, but with the, I'm pretty sure if you got the 7850, you'd be in good shape, especially if you overclock that. You'd be in good shape for this. But then again, that's the that's the second build, and first build, second build. First build's cheaper, not quite as good though. They're still really they're both really good. If I had a choice though, I would probably go for the A10, because just because it's an APU does not mean you can't overclock it. So that's a cool thing. So I'd go with the A10. You don't have to. Or if you really want to be a gamer, like a crazy gamer and stuff, wait for my next video. But if you really want to overclock and you just want a cheap but super fast gaming computer, go with this. Go with the second build instead of the first. But if you want a pretty good but not the best, well, this isn't the best, but a pretty good one, go with the A10. Like I said again, they're both really good. It's just the second build is better. Alright, so guys, I hope you enjoyed. Be a pro, not a foe, and like my video, and stay tuned for probably another PC build episode, or PC recommendation, I don't know. Alright, goodbye.